What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In this week's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 tips on how to basically get rid of your anxiety and depression right when you move into the house. A friend reached out and she asked me what I did to get settled and get rid of all this anxiety when I first went tiny. When I first moved into the house, I was claustrophobic. I felt trapped in a box. I was anxious. I didn't know what to do. It was a new way of living for me. Right away, I started to do different things to make myself basically feel more at home. So I'm going to share those tips with you. Let's get to it. Number one, unpacking your boxes. Those boxes can create tripping hazards. They can create clutter. It's just a big mess when you're living in the smallest of spaces. I know it takes a lot of time to unpack boxes when you move, especially in a bigger house, and you tend to push the boxes aside, work around them, and live around them until you get a chance to put the stuff away. However, that stuff being in, say, 224 square feet, it does not do well with your moods and your energy. If you take the time to unpack those boxes and get everything put away, you'll have more space to deal with living in your house and what you want to do. Put up curtains. I have 19 windows, by the way, and I did not have any curtains on any of my windows. A couple of them I did, but for the most part, I was very anxious on who could see in my house, what they could see, are they looking in my house? And come to find out, passerbyers have said, we could see in your top windows. What are those bottles standing up there? I didn't like the fact that people were looking in my windows. I felt kind of invaded. I invested in more sheer curtains and I put up sheer curtains. Later on, maybe a year down the road, I also was told that people could see through the sheer curtains, so that if I was dancing,
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it.
if I was just walking across, everyone can see inside those sheer curtains, especially at night. I got more sheer curtains and I put a second layer around all of them. Speaking of windows, you're going to want to open your windows. When I first got into my tiny house, I smelled all of the polyurethane on the walls, and it was so overwhelming that I couldn't even sleep in my loft when I first got into my house. Depending on where you live, you're going to want to open up some windows, let some fresh air through. You're also going to be able to hear outside sounds such as nature, as if you are bringing the nature inside your house, and it won't feel like you are isolated inside your house. Put on some music or put on the TV. Make it feel like home by filling your space with sounds. So if you don't have windows that you can open where the nature can come in, put on some music, start dancing, make your little area your own little home. If you want, and you've already put your boxes away, sit down on your bed in your loft or sit down on your couch and watch a movie. Making your house feel more like a home helps your mental and helps the anxiety and depression go away. It sure did for me. One of the things I did to make my space feel more homey is I put on a space heater or two. I live in Illinois. When it gets cold here, it feels really chilly. Putting on a space heater makes it feel more like home. If you have one of those fireplace heaters, that would be even more homey because it brings a fireplace into your house and it gives the ambiance of being at home. Cook something. Make this home like your home. Instead of eating out because you have so many boxes to put away, put those boxes away, get those dishes out, and actually cook a home-cooked meal. When your house starts to smell like a regular home instead of the paints that are on the wall or the wood that was put up, it helps the anxiety and the depression, and it makes you feel more like you are living in a home. Start putting things on your walls. When you first move into a tiny house, there is nothing on the walls. You get what you ordered, but now you bring all of your personal items into the house to decorate the house. So start decorating the walls, putting your family pictures on the walls, putting your decor on the walls, and anything that makes it feel like home to you. Once these things start being put on the walls, you're going to realize that the space actually starts to feel more homey. The the anxiety that you feel about being in this box, once you start making it feel more like a home, it actually starts opening up. You feel closed in. Even by putting stuff on the walls, it makes it feel more open because of you inviting homey things into your home. Just like watching TV or putting on music, sit down and read a book. Do something that's important to you. Build a craft, make something, put a puzzle together. Doing something inside your home is going to make it feel more like home. Clean something. I know that sounds funny, just moving into a tiny house, because there's not really much to clean, but once you start putting those, say, cleaning products around your house and the house starts smelling like the cooking stuff that you just made, cleaning products also makes the house smell more homey, like someone's living in it, as opposed to the paint that's on the walls or the wood that was put up to create the house. Number 10 is going to be invite a friend over. Invite a neighbor over, a friend over. Share the experience of your tiny house with them. Answer questions. Sharing your space with other people is also going to make the anxiety less. Once you start talking to people, people can give you ideas on how to do stuff, how to make things better. So talking to other people and sharing your experiences and your ideas also helps settle your mind when you first move in. Pretty simple video, right? What can I say? There are things that we do when we first move into tiny houses that completely change our way of thinking, change our mind, change our moods, change our energy. Doing these simple things actually helps us keep sane while we're living in our tiny house. We are only living in 100 to 400 square feet. You have to do anything you can to try to keep your mental balance. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel below and click the notifications bell so you can receive a notification every time I post a new video, which is every Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. When I get in my new spot, I'm actually going to take some of these shears off so that they can have their picture windows and look out of them. Why isn't it stopping? It helps the area fill more with warmth, I guess you could say. No, don't put that in there. Use your space and put some heat in there. So, hold on. Take out your paperless. No, don't put that. So, yeah, I would definitely say clean something. Yeah.